This better work this time. I swear to God, because it's been the third time I've recorded this damn video now. Reason being, because the first time I recorded, we had a blank screen. The second time we recorded, audio was terrible. It recorded my microphone that was on my desk that is sitting like on the other side of the room, so it's awful. First of all, I'm gonna say I'm sorry that this video is so late. It's like 3 weeks after I made the post about the goddamn Q&A, but life. Just life. Our first question is from Megan. What inspired you to get into photography? How I got into photography is kind of a throwback really. Basically how I got into photography was back in high school. A lot of our friends would mess around on our old little flip phones, our web sliders, and just film just random shit of us doing stuff in the schoolyard. The funniest thing that I ever recorded back in school was our school had like a tiered section of the playground, and basically it was like a hill and then like a dip, and then it would hill again, dip, and then hill again, dip. And when it would rain a lot, water would build up in those little dips. One of the people in our friend group had the bright idea to run down the first hill, jump over the first bit of water, and then slide the rest of the way down the hill because, you know, the water was overflowing, so it made a little bit of a water slide. And he full on back flat just slid down the hill, and it was, I don't know why, we had there was 2 rows of people either side of him to I don't know, direct him down the path of the water slide. It was so dumb, but we love doing that kind of stuff. The back of that, what would be the perfect shot you would want to take? I guess if I would have to pick one, I guess it would have to be something picture Keenan and I on this massive mountain range or something with these golden rays of sunlight coming down, shining upon us, something with Keenan and I in an absolute disgustingly gorgeous backdrop. Pretty much I think that would be the best photo I could probably take, you know. Chevman3030 asks oh my god, why so many questions? Jesus Christ. Would you forfeit your mortal possessions to the glory of the Master Dragon race for the Year of the Dragon? No, why? They're mine. He had his own stuff. What's wrong with him? Brownie or cookie? Oh, I'd probably have to say brownie. But Subway cookies are pretty good. Okay, if they're Subway cookies, I would have to go with cookies for that one. Taco or pizza? I'd probably have to say pizza for that one. I'll probably have to say pizza. Burrito or sub? Probably a burrito for that one, honestly. Subs aren't bad, but they're just big sandwiches. Burritos are happy, warm blankets of yummy foods. What is your favorite color? Do I need to answer that? It's obviously oranges and reds, and warm colors are my favorite colors. What is your quest? Have a family with Keenan. That's my quest. Yeah, that's a good quest. I like that. What is the airspeed velocity of an unmarried furry? Have you seen some of my clips? What that should have went in. Have you seen some of my clips? Boy, I am fast as fuck. Oh, hold on. One. What are the names of the channels that you had? You will never find those. I will not. No, you're not finding those. Never. Do you have any Roo friends? Okay, what is it with Americans and just thinking that we live in a society where Roos just run rampant? That's not a thing. They're in rural country or on farmlands. They're not running around everywhere. They're not everywhere, okay? Have you gotten a pouch? No. What did you? No. No. Most stereotypical American questions ever, my lord. He's got a question from Keenan in Ugami. Hi, hun. Mwah. What got you into content creation? You know, that probably spouted from all the dicking around at school with videography and whatnot. I remember I started up a few Let's Plays channels that kind of didn't really take off or just died. So I ended up started just posting my gaming clips, and I used to do little edits of those, and some of those actually did really well. Next thing you know, I'm pumping out shit posts of League of Legends and PUBG or whatever the hit game was at the time. And yeah, my channel started to grow quite well from that. What are your goals with your streams and videos? I think I've probably answered this before, many times on stream. It's not about the numbers, it's not about making money, it's just about making a safe place for everyone to enjoy and feel welcome and just vibe. Seriously, that's all I care about. All I care about is having a place where everyone can feel welcome, feel loved, feel wanted, and we can all just hang out and enjoy our time, our free time, without having to deal with the shitty people or shitty life or whatever, really. What is a dream stream / video you want to create one day? Funny you asked that. A long time ago, there was a video idea that I wanted to make for the longest time that I still have yet to make. And it was a video that was going to be labeled motivation. It was going to be like this big inspirational video, you know, dramatic music, dramatic cinematography, all about getting motivated and, you know, just everything's not as bad, everything will get better in the end. Just slowly chip away at your goals, and one day, you never know, you might actually achieve your dream. Crazy Metalhead Furry asks, how long have you been a furry? I knew these questions were gonna come eventually. I guess known about the fandom for the last like 8 or so years. It's only been recent that I've been actually able to kind of properly be a part of the community, due to kind of just like one, sussing it out when I first found out about it, and my previous relationship, she was not very keen on the whole this. So I pretty much just kind of enjoyed the fandom in quiet, in secret, for a long time, until I eventually tossed that one out, and yeah, finally actually be a properly properly able to enjoy the fandom to its fullest. What part of LGBT are you? I am, okay, me and Keenan joke about this quite a lot. I am Keenan sexual because Keenan is the only one that I'm attracted to. But no, if you were to put like some of the proper terms, it would be pan. Because I kind of just found out that like I don't really care who or what you are, as long as we vibe, there's a connection, and we love each other. I don't really care. We if the software's compatible, we work out the hardware later. That's pretty much my standpoint on it. It's like, who do you like? People, are you a top or a bottom? That's for me to know, and you to never find out. Okay. Do you enjoy being in the furry fam as much as you used to? Of course I do, because I get to fully, you know, again, fully experience everything the fandom has to offer. Don't have a fursuit yet, don't have any of that kind of stuff because that shit is expensive. And it kind of sucks because Australia really doesn't have that many conventions, so I'm enjoying it as much as I can, you know? But yeah, probably yes, because I don't have to, you know, hide it from all my friends and whatnot now. Skullhawk13 asks, how do you not fall off being upside down in Australia? Boobs. Okay, first of all, you need to stop booping me, because my nose is gonna fall off and we don't want that, okay? Secondly, hold up, just hold up, just let me grab this and just, there we go. Okay, that's better. The only way us Australians actually can stay on Earth and not fall off because we're upside down is you gotta drink this stuff, you know? You gotta drink beer. Specifically Victorian bitter, you know, because this stuff is so dense, and the beer that we make here is so dense, it keeps us, you know, well, makes us more dense, which means we're heavier, we stay to the earth, and gravity does its work, you know, because we're constantly falling off, we're constantly fighting the weight of gravity to stay stuck on earth. So if we don't drink this, we become too light, and then we just, you know, float off into space. That's why Australia is one of the largest consumers of alcohol in the world. It's a true story that you should look it up. You should totally look it up. Lorek Bison? Lorek Byronson 086. I hope I said that correctly. Who and what inspired your persona? Okay, so with the persona, basically this is based off my human form, which was what was originally created as Quick. Basically, I like the whole fox appeal because, you know, foxes make a bunch of noise, they're energetic, they're lively, hence why, you know, I went down that route, you know. Keenan understands this the most because I am a chaotic little shit, and I do make a lot of noise, like, that's why he calls me his little noise box, because I do make a lot of noise, like random noises. They're not tics, they're just, I don't like hearing no noise, so I just make noises to, like, you know, fill in dead space when it's not quiet. And then basically, because if I show you, this was the original outfit because it was based off my adventurer fox human self, right? So we went with the whole adventure outfit, as you can see. I have a little dagger, you know, I've got the adventurous boots and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, he is what he is. He's just basically a full-on anthro version of my original. Two things that are actually really connect me with the character though is I do have, if I bring you guys closer, you guys can see the two scars that I have, one under my eye and one kind of on my cheek. Because in real life, I do have a scar over my eye, over my left eye, and a scar on my It's more on my jaw, but yeah, I do actually have two scars IRL, because of sporting accidents, being smacked in the face. How did your family react with you being a furry? They don't know. They don't need to know because they don't understand. You don't come out. You don't like. I think Barjay, whatever his fucking username is, he made a really good point. You don't go to your family and go, oh hey, like, you know, Mum, I really like football, and then like, you know, they're gonna be just like, no son of mine will like football. Like it's not something you come out as. It's like, this is just my hobby. I just enjoy this. Like I still don't get the whole thing of coming out as a furry. It doesn't make any sense to me. How do they react to finding about your gender orientation? Like I don't think they were expecting it at all, but they don't seem negative towards it at all. You know, I pull up Keenan in conversation all the time, and there's no issue with it. So supportive parents, gotta love it. Okay, Crazy Shadow 9650 asks, how did your parents' reaction when you came in? Okay, we already answered that one in that last question. What's your favorite food? My favorite food will probably have to be chicken snitty. Whenever we go out eating anywhere, if it be, you know, just a pub or a restaurant, I don't know what to order. Like, and I always, like, I don't want to waste my money in ordering something I won't eat because I won't like it. So I normally just end up going for a chicken snitty because, you know, I know what I'm getting myself into. You know, I've tried like probably at least 50 different toppings on a chicken schnitzel now, but I just love chicken schnitzel, you know. But probably my favorite would be just either the Mexican one where they put like nachos, guac, beans, all that kind of stuff over the chicken schnitzel, or a simple chicken palmy, which is chicken parmigiana, and it's really fucking good. And I love that shit. It's just too good. How is it to live in Australia? I don't know, it's pretty good, you know, like, we know most of our cities are on the coastline, so we're, you know, always like in driving distance to a beach. You know, people are really nice and friendly here. We try and do a lot of things to like help the environment, I guess, you know, like we're very self-conscious with like, you know, recycling, water conservation, you know, because, you know, our country suffers from really severe bushfires, so, you know, and drought, so like, you know, we kind of need to be really conscious about all that kind of stuff, you know. And I just, you know, I just feel like Australia is a very pretty, pretty part of the world because, you know, nowhere in the world is like Australia. And if you haven't been to Australia, I recommend going because, and especially going to rural towns as well, because the vibe you will get from rural towns is going to be completely different to the vibe you get from the cities. Like rural towns shows a lot of that kingship for your fellow man, like mateship in Australia, because, you know, these towns are very small. Everyone knows everybody. You know, they all doing it tough. Especially if it's like farmland or cattle land, all that kind of stuff. Like, you know, when times get tough, they help out as much as they can with each other because, you know, it's very, very selfless kind of mentality out in the rural country. Brown Fox Warrior asks, "Where's that burger order?" All right, if you can't be patient, you can just. Polymelon 4624 asked, "Do you own any pets? If so, what are they? And if not, what would you get if you could?" Ooh, I like this question. I like this. Can this cable like go away? Jesus. So I don't own any pets, but if I did, I'm pretty much happy with most animals. You know, like I would be happy to own a miniature pig, a dog, a cat, a loud as fuck bird. Like I just love animals, honestly. Like you could give me a chicken as a pet, and I'd be like, yeah. Not to eat it, okay? No. If I could own any animal, like for a pet, or what I'd want, if it was a cat, definitely a void or an orange cat because, you know, chaos and, you know me, chaos. I love chaos. As much as people were gonna tell me no, husky, because I just want to argue with them. You know, I could just picture like getting up of a morning and the husky not wanting to get out of my bed or something. And I'm just like, come on, get out. And he's just like yelling back at me. And I'm just like, get out of your bed. And he's just getting more like, you know, fighting back and forth. Like, I just would love that so much. But if I could own any animal, it would I would want a fennec fox. I have pestered Keenan so much about this as a joke, and he's just like, no, we can't get one. I'm just like, but they're so cute. Like, please, can we have one? Like, he's so cute. Like, I'll look after him. I'll feed him. J Chav does stuff asked. I'm like, what? Any of you guys that don't understand? It was one question. Maybe I wasn't clear about that. Maybe I should be clear about that next time. Being an American, it's always great to see an Australian perspective on being a furry. So what would be a good start? I don't know the difference. As I said before, we have less conventions, so that's a thing. I really don't know the difference. How many personas do you have? Just me. Just this one. Just the one. Does the furry fandom and photography mainly interlink, or is it more of a take on more IRL photos kind of deal? Yeah, as I said before, I basically picked photography and videography is my job. So, you know, just being able to take photos in this form in VR is just pretty much just me extending my expertise into the virtual world, really. That's all that is. Coming from a furry since 2018, how long have you been in the furry, and do you plan on getting a fursuit? So again, I said, like, basically for 8 years now, so I don't know how far back that is. My brain doesn't want to do math. And do I want to get a fursuit? Yes. Did you and Keenan meet because of the furry fandom or via chat? Funny enough, neither. Basically how Keenan and I crossed paths was, Keenan has a friend named Kitsu. Keenan recently had found someone that they thought Kitsu would like, so Kitsu was doing the same, and then Kitsu stumbled across me. They both raided me one night. We started talking, started vibing, and then obviously I went to go check them out after stream. Just found Keenan. I'm just like, this guy's pretty cool. I should check them out more. Funny enough, he was doing Minecraft stuff at the time, and he had a Minecraft server for subs only, so I kind of subbed so I could get on the server. And, you know, we were building, I built a little city, you know, we eventually slowly started chatting through there. And I remember the first message I sent to him was like this bit of like this text talking about like, how it's really great to be welcomed in the community. You know, I don't normally feel welcomed, all that kind of stuff. And pretty much from there, we just started talking more and more, started hanging out in VR. Yeah, I think the tipping point of when I really knew that was probably going to be something was we played a dice game, which was like, we played the spicy one. So it's like, you know, no one was forced to answer questions that they didn't want to, but like, you know, things just like, whose voice here do you sound attractive? And then he would just turn to me and just be like, that one over there. And I'd be just like, the fuck do I do in this situation? And then, yeah, and then it pretty much slowly snowballed from there, knowing that that there was something there. So, yeah. And our last question is from Boom Like Cam. Why are you so cute? Okay, Boom, this is you. I'm not cute, okay? And that's all of them. Thank you guys so much for the questions. And again, thank you guys so much for 2,000 subs. I am sorry that this has taken so long to come out. As I said at the start, 2 failed recording sessions. Until this one, where I double checked like 6 times that audio is fine, it's recording the screen, and it's working, okay? Anyway, after this video, there will probably be... I think I'm gonna post something that's not Lethal Company, because I know I still have some golden moments in that to get through. But yeah, hopefully I can try and slowly get back onto like a somewhat regular upload schedule. I know I've probably said this like 4 times already, but like, you know, because it's the warmer months, work is pretty hectic at the moment, so... Once I get home, it's kind of like, once I get home at the end of the week, it's kind of like I don't want to touch editing software. And when you had fallbacks like what I was doing with trying to get this one up, it's really demotivating. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you so much that do watch it, and I hope I answered your questions as best I could. Until next time, guys, stay safe, and I will probably see you guys on stream. Bye.